And we're back. It's Nerd Thug Radio. Ooh. Back once again, the Captain Joey Savage.
Who this man?
I have returned.
We don't know why. We literally told him he could take the week off.
You're listening to us on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
The sister station.
And worldwide at
IRLoneStar.com.
Like I said, I'm the Captain Joey Savage. Join with me as always, my heterosexual life partner,
Corey DLG.
And that's Nico DLG back
hey guys,
there.
I'm pressing buttons.
He's pressing buttons,
He's
working
busy.
the ones and twos.
He's got a microwave going.
Skitchy. You know, like that.
Do we have ones and twos back there?
That would be greatness.
Do we have a 3?
At least 6 ones and twos.
Don't forget, you can catch us
That's
at
30.
Facebook.com/Nerd Thug Radio. Interact with us. Say hi. Say hello. Drop us some messages. It's been blowing up this week.
That's true.
We've been having a great time. But before we get going, I want you guys to listen to what Corey DLG has to say.
What's up, Conroe? With school wrapping up and summer fast approaching, when the kids need out of the house, they should go to Space Cadets. With comic books, collectible card games, board games, role-playing games, and toys, all in a family-friendly atmosphere, what more could a person ask for? Space Cadets Gaming has the largest Pokemon League in Texas and various events every day, and especially weekends. Dungeons & Dragons, Family Game Night, and various other events are regularly scheduled at Space Cadets Gaming on Robinson Road, allegedly in Oak Ridge.
There you go.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly.
There was an Oak Ridge sighting. I think it's the Woodlands.
It is. So,
Exciting.
I've
Like
returned.
it's Bigfoot.
Nico, I have something to run by you.
Oh, excellent.
I have returned from Arkansas.
Arkansas. Now you can finally say that now you've
No.
left.
No. I said Arkansas at least a dozen times while in the state of Arkansas,
A lawbreaker.
and nobody stopped me.
A
So
lawbreaker.
I say you can do it.
Yeah, you speed all the time. Doesn't mean a cop's going to pull you over every time.
Nobody stopped me.
That's true.
I don't speed all the time.
Actually,
At least I do.
no, you don't. You
That's
take
a lie.
forever to get anywhere.
Right.
That's true. That's just because I take the longest way to get there. It's not because I'm slow.
MapQuest, what's the worst way to get to this place?
Perfect. That's the one I'll take.
I can run you through Lafayette if you'd like.
He's like Dory.
Please.
He's like Dory from Finding Nemo. You know all those memes was like, I am never going to drink Fireball again. Ooh, Fireball. That's Nico. He's driving. Oh, there that is. I'm going to go.
No, because he doesn't stop. He just literally just takes the worst route possible.
He just slowly moves around
Right.
the world.
Senior citizens pass him on the right and give him the berth.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yeah.
That is
Somewhere
dirty.
there's a forum of Asian people who are complaining about your driving.
Yeah, probably.
It's on 4chan.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Probably is.
Well, there's probably a road section on every single human on Earth on 4chan.
Not me. I actually Googled it.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
No,
Me too.
everyone loves
I don't
me.
know what we're talking about.
4chan?
But I did
It's
return.
where the internet goes to be sad.
I did
Yeah.
return from Arkansas. We were there for the 2017 Taekwondo ATA World Expo.
How'd I do?
Shout out to Sadie Savage. She did finish 4th in the world.
That's,
The
decent.
The next day, she started a whole new season and started off strong. So now she's in the top 3 to start it off. So shout out to her.
Good job. How did I do? Did I do good?
You weren't even there.
Oh, so like 3rd place, 4th place?
Terrible.
Oh,
At least 6th, right?
right. Top 10, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Not even close. So one of my favorite things
Oh.
about the show you guys did last week
Yo.
was listening to the Vicky Puke Hands story. That was great. That was Radio Gold, probably the shiny moment of.
It's pretty good.
My favorite response though was Zach being like, "What do you mean? You didn't cross your mind that you shouldn't puke in your hands?" And as I'm listening, I'm yelling back at him like, "She was drunk, you Riri. Like, come on, man. Like, who thinks clearly when they're drunk?"
I mean, I do.
And I'm drunk most of the time, so I never think clearly.
I think clearly at all times. I've never once not thought clearly.
I don't believe you for 1 minute.
Not even a minute. You don't even get that.
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you.
Do I get
to that
like
statement.
28 seconds of
No.
trust?
No.
No. Okay.
Not when it
quite.
comes to that statement.
Okay. Well, that's
At
right.
least 14 seconds?
But yeah,
Yeah.
I was definitely yelling into my car stereo as I was listening to that segment, and Zach trying to comprehend what drunk Vicky was doing.
Yeah. Which is
She's
funny
drunk
because
That's
there-
good radio. If you respond back and know
That's
they can't
true.
hear you,
Yes,
that's
right.
good stuff.
there's actually some really good Angry Zach drunk stories from when we were learning how to imbibe back in the day.
Yeah?
You can't really. I won't even tell him on air.
Probably
but
can't. They're probably
it's-
not appropriate. They're for the B-sides.
It's very funny to hear him then question someone else's logic at that point. Because like
I don't
I've
question
been
his,
there.
I don't question his sober logic
Right.
most of the time.
Right.
So there's that, Angry Zach. But
You should have some stern words with him.
no, I like Zach a lot. I just liked to listen to him try to comprehend like what drunk Vicky was doing.
He was like, I don't understand.
Well, I don't comprehend what any drunk person is doing.
Yeah, I never
Anything
even
they do is,
question it.
oh, they're drunk.
Yeah.
There's
Too
the
late
logic
now.
behind that right there.
Although I am of the belief that when you're drunk, like that's the real you.
Really?
Yeah.
It lowers,
I would-
lowers
I would-
your inhibitions.
I would
Right.
say whenever you're buzzing, that's probably the real you. Once you get like wasty faced, that's like the kid inside of you.
Right, like that's like the true you. Like if there were no no's in your world, what would you do? That's
That's
the,
you wasty faced.
Right, absolutely.
Okay, well that makes sense. So I do have a dating story
Oh,
Oh.
to rival Sticky Vicky's dating story.
okay.
And it doesn't involve me.
I was
sorta.
about to say, like, do we need to have Allie turn it
Yeah,
off the radio?
Allie, don't listen. No, it involves me only because someone told it to me.
Okay.
So my job, I talk to a lot of people. I mean, a lot of interesting folks. And I've got this customer of mine who used to work for the circus.
Oh, okay.
That's
So he gives me some great stories about the circus.
I can only imagine.
And so I hadn't talked to him in a few months, and he calls me the other day, and so we're doing business, and then as we're like in a waiting period for some computer stuff to come through, he's like, "Hey, so I've got this, so let me tell you about what's going on in my life." I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'm going to hear another really cool
Yes.
story, right?" He says, "So," and this guy, I've never met him in person, just talked to him on the phone.
That's really weird.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, that's my line of work sometimes.
Right. Phone
I
sex
mean,
operator.
My number one client is this very sweet older Hispanic lady that I've been conversing with for 5 years now. I don't even know what she looks like.
That's
But I
kind
talk to her. I talk to her like 5-6 times a day.
That's like when I was younger listening to the radio. I was like, I never once thought about Googling them ever.
Yeah.
And so they just had like a weird, like, my mind's image of them.
Yeah, no one on radio looks like what I think they look like.
Exactly.
That's
Right.
fair. That's fair.
So we get going. He's like, "Hey, so I met this gal." I'm like, "Oh, okay,
All right,
very
okay.
cool, Barry." And I just gave his name away.
That's all right.
Dang it,
He's
Barry.
like, yeah, and so I met her through this dating site.
Ooh.
So then I got really interested because I wanted to get his like what
Right.
he does, so I
Yeah.
can pass it along to Corey DLG. And he's like, "Yeah, so I met this gal and things are going really great." And he talks about how great she is and how many times a day they talk and blah blah blah. I'm like, "Cool, man." He's like, "Yeah, the only one kicker." I was like, "Yeah, what's up, dude?" She lives in Siberia. I was
What?
like,
That's
"Oh."
real far away.
And they've been talking for like 6 to 8 months at this point. And she's from Siberia, and here we are in Houston. Talk about two total ends of the spectrum. So then my mind just starts racing. Like,
Yeah.
what do I do here?
Right.
Like, do I confront him about Siberia lady, and is she really liking him, or just wanting to get to America? And he just keeps going on and on. And all I could think was just, man, I'm just gonna be supportive.
Right. There's nothing you can do.
What can I do there? I'm just like, that's awesome, man. And he's, she's working on getting a plane ticket to come here, and I'm gonna be at that airport to pick her up. And then when he starts telling me her backstory about she went to summer camp when she was like 17, and the family house burned down, so she's been on her own ever since. Just her and her aunt, and the story just keeps getting escalated
Wild
weirder
and
and weirder. And I'm just like, congratulations, man.
Yeah, like
You nailed it.
either Russia is like the hardest place in the world to live, or she's
I mean, I believe
not
that
real.
statement.
But how does something burn down?
yeah, I
in
kinda do believe that
How does
statement.
something burn down in Siberia? It's all cold.
Well, more importantly than that, like
Ice
if
fire.
Ice fire.
If it burns down, how do you now have nowhere? Now there's no options for you. How does that even?
Now she must live with her aunt.
Right. The
And
barn burned.
Everyone died. in the
Family is
fire.
now dispersed.
In a cupboard
Like what?
for the
What
rest of her
happened?
life.
Everyone decided to run away at that
I mean,
point.
here's the one thing I took away from this. This would be a great Lifetime movie.
Speaking of,
Great Lifetime
it's really
movie.
weird
100%.
that you actually brought this up.
Thank you. You're
because
welcome.
over the weekend,
You watched Lifetime?
No, I
Oh.
binged watched. It was on TV. and They were running a marathon of
Lifetime
it.
movie.
So I caught like 5 episodes in a row
Sure,
of
sure.
this show called 90 Day Fiancé or 90 Days to the Wedding or something like that. And essentially,
Was it on TLC?
Yeah,
or, like,
yeah,
or
yeah.
Bravo?
Like
one
they,
of those. So
they meet
essentially,
each other in like 90 days. They have to get married.
yeah. So no. What it
Love at
is
first
these,
sight?
these are people who have met overseas at some point or through some dates. Some of them were dating apps. Some of them they were on trips and they met each other. Blah blah blah. And they started to date and fall in love. But how it works is when you as an American bring this person over, they bring them over on what's called a fiancé visa. They
Right.
have to get married within 90 days of coming into the country.
Oh yeah.
Or
Or they
they're
have to
out.
start their whole process over and they're out. And then the visa's a couple $1,000s, so you're already out the money.
Right, right.
And you can't do it twice or something like that. So these people, a couple of them have already been dating like 2 years, 1.5 years, where they're both taking trips to see each other. One of them, like the guy was Israeli and he was struggling to get his American passport situation right. So in the meantime, she would take trips to Canada where he could get into.
Yeah.
And so they would meet in Canada and hang out. Or she met him in Israel on a family trip. And then so like she kept going to Israel a couple times. Another one, there was a woman who met a guy in Jamaica. And so she just took like 6 trips to Jamaica
I
over
would
the
do
next
that.
year and a half.
Yeah, I would just
for sure.
move to Jamaica.
Right. Man, I would think long and hard about that, right?
Rent kayaks.
Oh, man.
Sell snow cones.
Snow cones?
Yep.
Oh,
Sell snow cones and kayaks.
Shaved ice.
Shaved ice. There you
and
go.
Snow cones.
So like they brought their people over to America, and then one of the couples though was just a train wreck. Like they met online and they're doing the whole. It's almost like the guy was from Tunisia.
Okay.
But when he comes here, they're immediately like it's just a train wreck. Like the two of them. So they're like the dramatic couple of all of them.
Okay.
And they're having like kind of the issues you would think you would have in the catfishing scenario.
Oh.
Like he doesn't really love her, but she kind of also is incredibly selfish. Like every time they talk, she's like, "I brought you here. You need to do this." And it's like that's not really
I'm going back to Tunisia.
right. Like you bring him here for love, and if
Right.
it works out, it works out. One guy though totally hits the lottery. He marries a Colombian model.
Woo wee.
Yeah,
That's
and the
what I'm
girl,
talking about.
girl was incredibly like gorgeous. Like,
That's what I'm talking about.
but then he gets mad when she pursues her modeling career.
Man,
Also,
why would you do that?
he expects her to.
I don't get that.
I don't either. Like you
So,
marry a model and
even
then you're mad that they're modeling.
When you date a stripper or you marry a stripper and they continue to strip because that's how they make their money, like how can you get mad at that? That's who
Right.
they were when you met them.
You made the weird choice, not
Right.
them. And the dude lives in Oklahoma, and he gets laid off very early in the show.
Okay.
After she's already come.
He's from Oklahoma.
So he gets so
What?
So he has no job, and they're stuck in Oklahoma, and she's getting modeling offers in Miami,
And he doesn't want to go.
and he doesn't want to go.
Oh, this guy's an idiot.
He'd rather live in Oklahoma than go to Miami with a model.
Bona fide moron, and that's what you can find in Oklahoma. That's not what you find here in Conroe, Texas.
That's right.
All you find is the greatest of the great.
Like Nerd Thug Radio?
Like Nerd Thug Radio.
Yeah.
Man, it is so good to be back on the radio, recording with you guys. Man, I was looking forward to this all week.
The energy is back, boys.
So stay tuned. We're going to catch a break, grab something to drink. We're going to come back, and I'm going to complain about people that go to the movies because
I
that's
like
what I
it.
want to do.
I like it.
You're listening to Nerd Thug Radio.
Hashtag talking nerdy to you.
Radio Gold, man. Radio Gold.
Dude,